Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am maybe the only person who bought things at the Sephora sale, but I'm not going to do a Sephora sale video, what I bought, because I bought a lot of hair products. I spent a lot and yet I feel like I didn't get much. But there were a couple of other sales that I participated in. Giorgio Armani had 50% off, I think, a select group of products. Not a lot. So I got mascara. I got an eye magnet, and I got this, the Nude foundation, which I did a video on a couple of months ago from a bubble. And Victoria Beckham had 20% off, and it's still going on as of today. It's Monday, and I got several things from Victoria Beckham. So we're going to start with this, and I'm going to tell you a story because I always do. When I did this video, I watched part of it to see what color I should get, and then I had 5 because I did it from a bubble, and I had said, I looked it up and I'm 4.5, so I bought 4.5, which maybe I shouldn't have done, because then later I went on the Sephora site to do the color matching on their site, and I put in 3 of my favorite foundations, and they said for each one, sorry, no match. Giorgio Armani's very, very hard for me with the undertones, but the depth of tone of this is a lot more than I expected it would be. And I'll put in the footage because I shot this the day before yesterday and I decided I didn't like it. It looks a teeny bit dark for me, and it looks olive, right? I feel like I just got a tan. Oh my god. Yeah. So what we're going to do is mix this, which is too dark, with this. So this is the Le Blanc from Chanel, and it lightens up your stuff. So I'm going to put a little bit in my hand here. So I'm going to start with 1 pump, and this is how it goes. Just mix it in. So I think that's better. And let's put it on. What's really nice about this is it feels like a skin tint. It doesn't feel like a foundation. Now the texture's changed with the Le Blanc a little bit, but it has a very kind of loosey, comfortable feeling to it, which I appreciate, but it gives you a foundation-like coverage. If you are a good match for Giorgio Armani, you might want to think about it, especially if they have another sale, which I have a feeling the sales are just beginning, and the sales are coming on before the official Cyber Friday, or Cyber Monday, and I forget what they're called. A little bit streaky, so I'm just going to work on this around the nose. That's very common. Skin looks good. I'm going to go in close right now. You can see. Oh, I was putting on polish this morning on one hand, didn't quite make it to the other hand. I'm not sure about this color. I mean, I kind of like it because it's kind of weird, but it also is kind of like baby poop, right? I'm going to take a Q-tip and just clean off where my little moles are, which I think really helps to make your makeup look more skin-like. Alright, so we're going to let this set up. Wow, really good match with that Le Blanc in it. We're going to let that set up for a little bit and go to, what? 10 minutes later. Oh my god. I couldn't find one of my blushes, and I'm like, where did I do with it? Did I bring it into the other room? It fell. And I have a tablecloth on this table, and it went under the tablecloth. 2 blushes from Victoria Beckham. I got Miniskirt and I got Playground. Miniskirt and Playground. So Playground is a little bit more on the peachy zone, and Miniskirt seems like a really nice kind of terracotta neutral-ish. And I'll be writing down here what the website says, but Victoria Beckham's website is one of those sites where the artistic directors want really stunning beauty shots, you know, so they have strobing lights that come through with nice little shadows, and it's beautiful, but it's not a good depiction of the colors. So this is what we have, and I'm immediately reminded of a couple of things I already have. So while this is setting up, we're going to do some comparisons. This is Dante's Dream from Lisa Eldridge, right here. Now it's a very different formula, right? So it's so pigmented, you just need the smallest bit. But I do think these colors are very similar. When I first got Dante's Dream, I wore it a lot, so I have a feeling this is a color I'm going to wear a lot. This reminds me a lot of the blush in the new Natasha Denona face and eye palette. And it also reminds me of Loyal from Hourglass. So we're going to do Loyal first. These are not dissimilar. And Loyal, I remember when I got Loyal, it seems a little bit more pink than Playground. But when I first got it, I thought, wow, I've never had a shade quite like this before, and I like it, and I did wear it. It's unusual for me, it's more on the nudie side. And let's look at the Denona right here. And this is just an interesting formula. It's like a powdery cream, and it's much more sheer, but it's right here. So it's in that family. I would say they are sisters. So I'm going to go on and put on both just so you can see. The first one is Playground, which is lighter, and I think what I'm going to do with Playground is apply directly to the cheek. I prefer to put creams on my hand and then pick them up from my hands. But let's just see. It just blends in seamlessly. So nice. And great for a daily look. It's, by the way, you guys, it's going to be like in the 80s. I'm hot. That's Playground. And Miniskirt, I don't know, because Playground is working so well, but we want to see, right? I don't like to put my blush down here. I really don't. I think it brings the face down. So we're just going to and you know what, I'm going to bring it up so it looks like I've got a little bit of a sunburn. So I'm going to put it quite high in the tops of the cheeks. I'm going to have to turn on the fan. Instead of turning on the fan, I'll just take off my fur coat, i.e. put my hair up. There, already cooler. So, yeah, even though I'm sweating a little bit, this is really nice. I'm just going to pick up a teeny bit more. And I'm going to put some on my eyes. I'm just picking this up from my hand. So I've just got my Beauty Blender damped so I can work on a little bit of the sweat going on here. I just got my fingernails in this. I like this though. I'm really glad I put on that Chanel to help it out. So this is Breezy, and it is yellow compared to the one after it, but the one after it is quite dark. So I decided to go for Breezy. And Airy is the one I usually wear, which is very light, and sometimes I didn't care for the look. Although in the wintertime it should be fine. Really pretty. Yay. One thing Victoria Beckham does very well are her liners. Her eyeliners are so beautiful, and her lip liners are fantastic as well. I've been using 3 for a long time and decided let's try something else. Oops, 4. And it's much more brown, where 3 is more pink. Let me do a comparison swatch. So the pinker one right here is 3, and this one is 4. We're going to line some lips. Voila. Beautiful liners. I think I mentioned before, liners, schminers, they're all kind of the same to me. These are the first liners I've ever tried where there's something a little bit different. Now, The color of lip product I'm going to put on next is a little bit lighter than this, and I do not care for the dark liner light lip look. So I'm just going to take my finger really lightly. You could also do a brush like this brush here. This is the Refer 26, which is softer than my finger. So the liner's still there, but it's a little bit softer, but I did take a little bit off, so I'm going to put some back here. And while I'm waiting for that to set up, let's talk about these. These are her stains, and this is another area where the website is very, very difficult. The first one I got was Bissou, and Bissou is supposed to be like a black cherry kind of a situation, and online you see that bluish berry. There's a plant called the Eugenia plant. It's not all over the country, but it's here, and it drops these, I don't know what you would even call them, berries. They're not edible. I think they're poisonous, so don't eat them. That stain the sidewalk. I've seen it my whole life, and it was kind of that color online. But when I got it, not so much. To me, this is quite brown. It's really brown on my lips. Of course, it is sheer, so it's taking on the color of my lips and this color, where my arms are quite white, so that might not be a fabulous place to swatch. And then they came out with one recently called Peach. And I thought, okay, but I was also thinking, I don't really know, because I felt kind of burned on the last one. And there she is. Now to me, that's tan. It definitely goes in this color story for sure, but I don't think of peach and this is the color that comes up in my mind. It's interesting though, I have been looking for a color like this. In fact, I've watched other people's videos where it seems like they're wearing a color like that, and I'll order it and I'll get it and it's like, no, nope. So, I'm not displeased, I'm just saying I don't think that's peach. Let's put it on the lips. And that's it. Just put it on the bottom, share it with the top. So it has apparently the ability to be quite opaque, and I do want a little bit of the pinkness of my own lips to show up there. And it plays very well with the two blush colors too, and it's a really nice little neutral look, but my eyes look teeny weeny weeny, so I think I need some mascara. Now I did get a liner as well, but I don't know if I should put it on because this look is like a daily neutral kind of look, and this color is silver. And it is so, so pretty. So I'm going to put some of this on, even though it doesn't go with everything, because this, it's as if as you go across your eye, it melts off of the pencil onto your eye. It's a beautiful texture. And it seems to have a little, I don't know what the undertone is. It might be a little bit, there's definitely gray, right? But it seems like there might be a blue-green undertone to this. And we're just going to smudge it. This is the best smudger on the market. It's not hard, and it's not really porous, so you don't feel that uncomfortable stuff. And I'm blending it out a little bit. Once these set, but if you're hooded, if you open your eyes before it's set, it'll just transfer right up here, which isn't the end of the world because it's exactly where I kind of want to look like I have a lid, but not with something like this. I have mentioned on a couple of videos that I'm looking for a new mascara because the mascara that I love is discontinued. And it's really, it's crazy. You can go to the drugstore and find 1,000. And Ulta, Target, And most brands, it seems to me, carry at least 2 mascaras. They have a lengthening, they have a volumizing. Chanel and Dior probably have 5 each, but I can't find one that gives me that feathery look, except for the Kush, which also ends up all over under my eyes. So someone told me I should try the Giorgio Armani, and I got that at the sale. I have tried this several times. I've had this probably for a week, and I really didn't like it. It seems to be lengthening, so what I'm looking for, I want to look like I have thousands of fluttery little lashes, and instead it makes me look like I have 5 and they're really long. But you know how mascaras are when you first get them, they're pretty wet. So I want to give this a try again. I tried it several times and I've had it easily a week. Let's see what happens. I'm going to start with this eye because the lashes on this eye legit are longer. Who knows? Oh, see how I got a little transfer? I didn't wait long enough. I really like this. It's not giving me exactly the look I want, but it's very pretty. I think the next thing I want to try, you guys, is a tubing mascara. So let me know what you like, because when I take off my makeup at the end of the day, I don't like to use eye makeup remover because it's oily and it gets in my eyes and it just bugs me. So I use micellar water, and micellar is great for some of my others, but lately it's been leaving a lot of residue around the eyes. It's, you know, neither here nor there, but I'd rather not have it. This is a very pretty look. That's so interesting. I mean, I hated it at first, so give your mascaras a few days to dry out a little bit if it's wet. All right. And again, I still feel my eyes are pretty small, so I think I'm just going to go off camera and do my brows, and then I think I'm going to dip into this, which I love. Whenever, I don't know what to wear, but I know I need to leave the house and run some errands, I have been going for this one. So I think I'm just going to, no, I'll just do it right in front of you. Pick up this and go for this medium one and just kind of elongate the eye a little bit. I really figured out my eye ends right past the arch, and I saw this video the other day with a girl whose eyes were so big and beautiful that they ended at the end of her eyebrow. And that is why, my friends, I really like to pull out rather than go up with the eyeshadow, because I do have almond-shaped eyes, but they're small. And I just feel like I oftentimes look like a snowman with 2 pieces of coal for their eyes, and this helps to make the eye look just a little bit bigger, a little bit longer. And that's it, you guys. Stuff that I got on sale that wasn't at Sephora, and I really, really like them. So this mascara of Giorgio Armani, I think it's Eyes to Kill, I really like. This I'm enjoying quite a bit. It's very comfortable. Like I said, it has a watery feeling as you're putting it on, but Armani's very hard for me to find a good color match. The LeBlanc made it a much better color for me, and I'd say the undertone doesn't look too bad either. So I'm very happy to put that to work. I enjoy this one a lot. It's very comfortable too. These blushes, it's so different for me. It's more of Victoria Beckham style. I do really, really like both of these colors. I do have things similar to them, but not exactly the same. And they just blend in like a dream. So thumbs up for those. I always love her liners, be them eyeliners or lip liner. Thumbs up for both of those. This color, it did transfer. I didn't wait long enough, but there's something very special about this. And I think when it came out, the idea was holidays. But on certain eye types and certain skin tones, a liner like this, if you do it thinly like I have, and maybe even more thin than I have, just brings a little bit of light underneath the curtains of your lashes to your eyes. It might be a great color for you to do that. For me, not 100%. Maybe if I had a cooler makeup on, it would be a little bit better. but it is a beautiful liner. Really stays once it sets up, and like I said, it feels like it's melting off of the pencil onto your lid. It's a little bit like magic. This color, I don't think it's peach, but I really, really like it. Now, before I got started today, I did put on the 3-in-1 lip serum from Naturally Serious, which is filthy, but I'm incredibly dehydrated and my lips really look like it, and I'm even retaining water. I don't know what's going on, but I needed to have a little bit of that on, and I had it on for about 5 minutes before I put this on. So this feels very comfortable to me. Of course, stains are a lot of alcohol. I don't know, I would say all alcohol and color, but it doesn't feel uncomfortable at all. And I really like what I got. Let's take down the hair and hope that it didn't get a crimp in it from being up. I washed it last night, and as usual, I had a gorgeous blowout. And then you sleep on it, it's like, okay, it's not exactly what it was. But there you go, you guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope this was helpful to you. I'm going to try my best to get this up while the Victoria Beckham sale is still on. These are things I definitely recommend. Also, her little eyeshadows are very nice as well. They're a little bit powdery, but I find that the color stories that she puts together, I have 2 of them, are perfect. You don't think, oh, I wish I had a cream color, or I wish I had something really dark. It just, she puts it together very, very nicely. So that might be something you might want to get during her sale as well. And yeah, that's it. Until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.